where I happen to be one of the first division mayors of the city division. I want to usher you in and say Karibu sana to Arua, and enjoy the breeze of the jolly people of the great Arua. Once more, my name is Muzaid Khemis. I am the current mayor, the first mayor of this central division of Arua city. You have raised a pertinent and a simple but equal also technical question about events that are soon coming, that is particularly politics of 2026, whether I am going to remain as a city division mayor, or there is a dream where I want to proceed ahead. You might be the first person among the NBS team to come for that. I want to say that openly, that come 2026, I am going to go to Parliament. So I am a parliamentary candidate for 2026. I want to say that. And to the local media here, I have ever said that. To the national media like NBS today, I want to repeat that I will be in ballot come 2026. The best dancer will leave the dancing podium. I was the former LC3 of this division, the then municipality. I was the former LC3 of this division. Now, when Arua got the city status, the municipality became division. Still, the people trusted me. They have given me another chance of being the division mayor. So, as a young generation, as the people were having trust in me, from local council 3 to a city division, which is equivalent of a municipality, I equal, my politics is to see that if we can groom more of these leaders, so that we avoid leadership vacuum. I much believe the 10 years I have done in local government, the people of Arua Central, they are aware of what I've done. Where I got the then division, and even where I got this current city division, and where it is, I have much belief that the people of Arua Central Division knows about that. And I needed to pull hands of more of them by leaving them the place. So I have very many young graduates. I have very many influential youths who are in the various parties. For me, my philosophy believes on a best leader who can pull the masses. That's why when you move around, our theme is there, and one time you will land on our motto of 26. So it is a confirmed thing that I will have to leave this seat. 10 years in local government is enough experience to go and adjudicate things at the floor of Parliament. Actually, if there is to be any other law that must have been amended, the law must have been, you must have worked as a local government leader before you proceed to Parliament. That is my belief, because this is the center of service delivery, and there are a lot of issues that are here that now needed to be presented at the floor of Parliament. I much believe, with the vast experience right from local council 3 to mayor, that one will make a very good product in Parliament. That's my belief. So it's of no doubt that I'm going to be one of the candidates, the mercy of God. I have been trying to work on my documents. This issue of somebody doubting one's credibility. You quit this, you quit this. I was a class monitor, you have to quit my class monitor. No. Leadership must go with the academic ability. That's my belief. The Ariakas are here. They know where Central Division was, where Oli was, and currently now where Central Division. The people, the locals here, they know where this division is. And they know what Arua City is, where it originates from. They know the impact, the positive or the negative impact of Arua City to what is called, of Arua Central to what is called Arua City. They know. The strongest root of Arua City, they know. The heart of Arua City, they know it is Central Division. That has been headed by myself and my fair, brilliant councillors with whom I've been doing the work. And my technical team, because for us it has been a joint work between the technical team, the councillors, and the lead person who is the mayor. So that is brief, and I needed now to get another leader, because by the time I'm going to leave this vacuum, if I continue insisting here, because for me my politics is at least 2 terms, I've done that, 3 and this, I needed to get, and if the community continues trusting me, I'll have to do 1, 2, and I leave so that others come. Others come and continue with it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. You run under which ticket?
That is an obvious question. I am going to run on Forum for Democratic Change ticket. That's my party. That's the party I affiliated to. That is a party I got nominated to these recent nominations where clearances have been done. So that is the party I'm going to get through. The flag that I've actually, for information, I am one of the candidates in Uganda who has gone unopposed. This I don't want to, for me, I don't want to blow my trumpet. Why should I go and shout that I'm unopposed, just in a party level? No. The main game is yet to come. But that one is obvious. I can share that with you. On FDC, I am unopposed. I've moved for it. And we are waiting for the secondary elections that are going to be in the next year, where we'll have to tussle with the rest of the members, the rest of my brothers who are going to come from the various parties, where the community is going to decide whether the mayor did good work. He must continue uplifting the Central Division, or his time is enough. It is the community that is going to determine. And it all depends on how you have been with the community, how you have been conducting business with the community, in terms of service delivery, in terms of the rest, social corporate, even your personal behavior, how you have been conducting yourself. So it will be the community determine how much one may force, but the community is the right answer for that. Thank you.
So what drives your ambition to become the next member of parliament for Central Division?
You see, I had told you the vast experience of local government, where the engine of service delivery is. I have seen there are a lot of gaps that needed to be addressed at the floor of parliament to help the user entity, the last user entity, that is the local government, to help them. Just for example, now, the city division councils, they are equivalent of municipalities that needed to have their own voting. You get the point? Now, you look at a situation where all the local revenues that we collect still comes through the city. The road funds that we get still comes through the city, and yet at the city level we are equivalent of municipality, and we must have a voting controlling power. And these are issues that can only be articulated at the floor of parliament for the rest of the members to understand from an experienced person who has been in the field. So that's why I much believe I will be one of the best candidates, if the people of Arua City believes, to address the problems of the local government. Apart from the national issues, obviously the 4 roles of member of parliament, everybody knows that. But apart from that, there are issues of national importance that really touches service delivery, that really needs to be addressed by somebody who understands the local government, because we have a lot of gaps. When we talk of road funds that are allocated there, what is the impact of this road fund to the last person on ground? So those of us who have been as the last user entity, like central government, who has been Arua Central, who has been receiving this road fund, what were the challenges we faced? So that I think by the time when one speaks about road fund in the floor of parliament, you will be speaking with informed point of view. It wouldn't be a matter of a paperwork, a matter of bad English to have it in the parliament. But you will be, for sake of service delivered, you will be speaking from informed point of view. Because for me, my politics is all about service delivery. That's the point I drive. Mine is about service delivery. So I much believe the vast experience of local government has triggered my biggest idea of going to speak at the floor. I think I will be like a greater encyclopedia when we will be discussing issues of the nation. Because at the end of it all, even if we appropriate down up there, we do this, the last user entity is the local government. That we must really actually the particular issues that are affecting them. So my brother is one of the key issues, but apart from that, the issues to do with the youths. Like we used to have previously, they used to have some particular projects for the youth where we were user entities. But we are not seeing some of these projects coming down. I am telling you, we had the youth livelihood. We have urban cars for what? These were issues that were agitated at the floor of parliament that today are not seriously seen, but they had got a very positive impact. I want to zero that to the people of Central Division. The OEPO, that now they have turned it through where the women are supposed to get it as a loan from the bank. I'm telling you, those allocations were having positive impact on the community. But I'm seeing they're dying. So I believe very much, apart from other corporate, other roles of member of parliament, if we have to go and move and speak about this with a vast experience, like the youth livelihood in Arua Central, I have groups that totally have changed. I have examples where there were youths who got this project, they bought motorcycles. From motorcycles, they are right now having taxis that they are driving. I have them. I can show them one by one. You can imagine now, these projects are not there. So it now needs somebody who has been down in the local government to go and convince the rest of the friends that, you see, the number of youths in Uganda is a bit bigger. If we don't handle issues pertaining youths very well, if you don't handle issues pertaining women very well, I think that will be the biggest challenge. That's why today you will hear there are these groups everywhere, youths are a bit wild, because the numbers, and there are not good specific programs that are developed. Because even if you now go to the rural areas, you still get the youths into that situation. So we needed leaders who have been understanding the local view of these local projects that were being with them, that did well, that we needed to go and bring them up. And that is one of them that I feel I must go at the floor of the parliament and indeed advocate for some of these grants directly to come and have impact. I'm telling you, if the teams were to come and have review with us who implemented, who were the last end users of this project, we wouldn't move with very many projects. You remember we had Imyoga, before Imyoga we had another project, and then we came and have youth fund, we had the women fund. You see, various ones are coming. If the team from the parliament or everywhere to come and do evaluation of these projects, I'm telling you, we will be having specific projects or programs that will be helping the youth. That today will not be having much problem with the youth within the nation. Just because the population of the youth is going, the elders are coming down, we really needed to have leaders who understand the situation on ground, who must really go and speak reality. It is not a matter of just going to make comment, a matter of speaking reality. I had told you my politics is all about service delivery. Because I came to politics when somehow I was a civil servant. And from civil servant, I joined now politics. I have the two boats that I'm balancing. Indeed, I have seen it. The issue of youth, the issue of women, we really needed to go and address it at the floor of the parliament. I believe as a Arua Central representative and to the rest of my members with whom we're going to join hands in Uganda at the floor of the parliament, I will be a very resourceful person in that parliament that is going to come if the people of Arua Central happen to trust me. Because I have worked with the community on the ground, I have known the government programs that are doing very well. If some of us were consulted, the positive impact of some of these projects that we who were user entities have got experience over it, and that we see they are not on ground, that is almost leading to negative impact as the youths are not kept busy with the programs that I had mentioned them, like the Women Fund, the Youth and the Urban Cash for Work. So those were some of the few other areas that on top of the grants that I feel, apart from the other roles of members of parliament, that we really needed to go and have the nitty-gritties. Just also about, you can see the projects of OSMED that have been done within Central Division, that where some of us were user entities, the last user entity, we really needed to go and talk. You see, Uganda's mission of urbanization, and you know urbanization will always start from the south town centers. You can look at these beautiful projects of OSMED that some of us have implemented. Just in front of my office here, you see, this is Arua Road, which was done with the OSMED, and you have seen the beauty about it. So sometimes now we needed to go and really have articulation as Uganda, as that mission of urbanization. We really needed to go and articulate about, because these were some of the key areas that members needed to articulate with them. And coupled with that, you know, the OSMED project here has got positive impact on local revenue. I'm telling you, especially in Central Division here, the coming up of these roads have percentage on improvement of local revenue. When I came as the division mayor, we were at 1.8 to 2 billion local revenue. But as I speak with you now, with the improvement of these roads, we are at almost 7 billion. We are going to 10 billion. That means as a local government alone, we are going to reduce the burden on the government of borrowings. So we needed now to have leaders who have understood the positive impact of projects of grants like OSMED. They really needed to go and speak, because these are tangible issues that really needed to be articulated with the positive effects or positive results. So we, as the way I was saying, the OSMED project having a very positive impact on improvement on our local revenue. That's the way I said it. So we needed to go and have deliberations on behalf of the nation over that. Like right now, we are much aiming at going to 10 billion. That means the burden of borrowing on the nation will get reduced. But this will only be if we have people who will go and articulate at the floor of parliament after understanding the benefit of that. And it has also helped us a lot in the areas of garbage management. Like now, I want to have this. The cities were given. And you know, the cities are, there is nothing much about a city apart from making the place clean, well organized, and improving local revenue. But you remember these cities were given. I am telling you, we had challenges of garbage management, garbage tools. As I speak with you, Arua Central has only 2 garbage trucks. The issue as Uganda is leading to urbanization. Now, we needed to have debates. That should be at the floor of Parliament about how do we treat the negative impact of this urbanization that it might come through garbage, and how best do we fix it during budgeting time, because that's the role of because somebody is going to say, man, is going to speak about garbage. No, I am relating it to fixing key items for the centers that manage urban setup, especially in budget. The issue of fixing garbage vehicle trucks, the issue of having machines that we can get them and improve garbage, we change it to revenue, because the local governments cannot manage it. We now needed to do this allocation at the floor of Parliament, and this will only be done when somebody has got a vast experience about garbage issues that today we have tried to improve here. You get the point? That's one of the key issues, so that by the time when we will be doing appropriation or allocation of resources, somebody will be speaking from informed point of view. Kampala City must be having this budget, from this budget that we are passing, for the issues of acquiring garbage trucks. There you will be speaking from informed point of view. Arua City needed this because you were at the local and you understood the problem. So that is one of the areas that I felt I must go and really adjudicate them at the floor of Parliament. And men, because most of my issues, what is pushing me going to the Parliament is as a post-effect of service delivery that I have got in the 10 years here, that we really needed to go and speak at the floor of Parliament, so that when people are appropriating, they must be appropriating it with a sense of direction. You get the point? That is basically what is pushing me to go to the floor of Parliament. It's basically about service delivery. That we had got a lot of negative effects that needed now to be addressed. Like now, Arua City, we don't have a single machine. Road unit equipments are not there. But now, when one person will happen to present this at the floor of Parliament, because somebody who might not have the heart of issues to do with the road equipment, might imagine at the town center here, at the city center here, I have roads that are doing bad, but Arua City does not have road equipment. So I believe and the voters are there looking at you. They are looking at you as a mayor, they are looking at the councillor, they are looking at the MP, they are looking at the president himself. You look at that. So we needed to have the people who had this vast experience of the local government to go and present matters that can one time help the president, that can one time help the members of Parliament, that can one time help the voters. Because the councils that might not have, though as a central division and the Arua City have combined to purchase road equipment, what about other districts that may not have local revenue like us? Now, for us, we have taken a decision, we want to buy, because the government made us roads. The roads have led to improvement of local revenue. Now we have the local revenue, we have capacity of getting 1 billion, 1 point something, we want to buy road equipment. What about districts that might not have local revenue? So we needed to have local leaders who have this vast experience to go and present districts during allocation of budgetary time, allocation of their little resources, though they will not be enough, but we really needed to put them in the right places. So basically, what inspired me to go to Parliament is the negative impact of service delivery that has already been trending here, is allowing me, is actually forcing me to go and speak to my colleagues at the Parliament and adjudicate issues on reality. Basically, my brother, those are some of the few real issues that I have come out to go and present my people of Central Division. And I much believe with the 10 years of terrain I've been with them here, they will not have doubt on me Because when I picked this division where we are sitting, this was one of the municipality divisions. It had a local revenue of around 180 million. But when I came as LC3 division chairperson, division mayor at that time, I took it at 1.2 billion. Then when the two divisions are joined, I found the local revenue budget is around 2 billion. But as I speak with you now, Arua is one of the best performing cities in the whole of Uganda in terms of local revenue. Actually, the market is even the best in Uganda. And that came as a result of us giving sense of direction. And this did not come on free ground. This did not come as on a free ground. Because as being a master's student of Makerere University of Accounts and Finance, what is that you don't expect to happen in terms of revenue management in Central Division? Because the mayor holds masters in accounting and finance of Makerere, the greatest Makerere. That's why you see greatly. My town clerk is a very great administrator of Makerere. We have put the effort, and all my councillors, that's why you see we are pushing, our projection is going. And I much believe the next mayor who is going to come and pick this city, he must understand that he's going to put on a big, in a big shoe. Because if the revenue is going to drop down, then the community will look at him. The only target is for him to go up. And I much believe if the people trust me as their member of parliament, we are going to do teamwork. Because if it comes to service delivery, it will affect poverty, will affect NRM, poverty will affect NUP, poverty will affect FDC, DP. If it comes to service delivery, it has no boundary. It is for everybody. So I much believe if the people of Central Division trusted them, like in my council here, I am the mayor on FDC with the 2-3 councillors on opposition. The rest were NRM. But this has been one of the most excellent council that we have driven. So for us, the ideology here is all after service delivery. So I believe whoever is going to come here, and if I will be there with this vast experience of lobbying and the rest, you have seen of recently I've lobbied around 1.6 billion. I'm going to have a very complete office complex. No city division has that, but I've lobbied that one. So I much believe, apart from this, there are a lot of lobbying issues that I'm going to do. Because right now, Arua City does not have a city hospital. We have a referral hospital. So we who are MPs who are going to become MPs of the constituencies, needed to go and put brain and do lobbying to have city hospitals in these constituencies. And already have a very big health center for here. Because the funds that I've got, I'm going to push this office up there. I have a 4-storage building with the lift and everything. That will be the first city division best office that we had lobbied at our terrain of office here. So basically, my brother, those were some of the key issues. I believe we are going to continue interacting with you. What I did for the Central Division people and the service delivery that I cannot mention here. But the pertinent issue you had asked was for me to explain why I feel I want to go to the floor of parliament. But the other issues I did we did. I don't want to use that word we did. Because my technical team were there, my councillors were there, my executive, we did for Central Division are seen. No one cannot doubt us. And I believe with this vast experience, if the people of Arua Central can trust me to go at the floor of parliament, they will really reap the positive effect of leadership of Central Division. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've talked a lot about service delivery, and we currently have a member of parliament in the name of Jackson Atima for Central Division. Why do you think he has not achieved that you want to replace him?
I don't want to speak about any candidate. That has not been my politics. It is the community, because I told you at the end of it all, for people to go and have us this vote, they're going to look at our character. They're going to look at what we have done to them, what we have done to them. They're going to look at that. What I've done as a Central Division mayor are some of those I can mention. The list is there. my colleagues will mention theirs. That attack politics, that hate politics, I am not part of it. I come to politics when I'm an intellectual. I cannot have attack politics. Whether my brother did it or he has not done it will be judged by the community. But what I'm saying to the people of Central Division, I much believe I will be one of the best members of parliament if they entrust me. So that issue, whether he did, it will be the community who will one time give you that answer. So I equally don't want to tackle that question, but basically I want to keep my lane and remain within my lane. Amidst all of this I explained, even there will be people who will say the mayor has not worked, but I have tangible evidences that you can touch, that you can see. I came with various accolades from the ministry where we're the best performing division. I have those. And it cannot come on free. It can come when there is a tangible effect. And that came as a result of good sense of direction of leadership that I have been given to the people of Central Division. That made the name of Arua City and Central Division to rise. That will be the people to decide whether my brother did at the floor of parliament or he didn't do. That is within his lane, and he will explain to the community. But the only thing I'm saying, Muzaid Khemis will make one of the best members of parliament because he has the vast experience of local government and he has understood the science of the problem of the local government. That only needed him plus the rest of the members to go and explain. I'm not saying that the rest don't have the knowledge. They might have, but the level of experience that I carry is beyond. That can help the nation. I had the project of Urban for Cash. The whole of Uganda, it was implemented here. I had given a report that we now needed to ascend this project to all the city centers didn't, actually the urban center did not deserve other project, they deserved that project. Because the project had helped a lot in garbage management, drainage management, because you work for 7 days, they pay you. And it had improved the local revenue of the people, the health and the livelihood of the community were improved. Because we have people here who are doing business and their capital is 50,000. And we will identify them and pay them 75 per week. The project was the best. And those are projects we needed to go and speak and really have, so that they have positive impact on the youths of not only Central, but the whole of Uganda. I have moved. I am regional deputy president of mayors in Uganda. I have moved this country. The same problems you have in Arua City are the same problems you have in Kitgum. Of recent, I was in Kitgum. I passed by Agulu. I passed by very many town councils. You really see, you really read the problems. So that means we really needed to go and address programs that can help the urban councils. So, whether my brother did or he has not done it, that's not my part. Because I don't want to hate politics, I don't want to attack politics. I play smart politics.
Yeah, Mayor, just one thing. Our politics has shifted from real issues to money. You find a leader who wants to present real issues on service delivery, he's pushed off because he has little or inadequate money to buy off voters. How are you going to manage this politics of money soiling good leadership?
It is a reality. Politics of articulating matters of importance to be represented has shifted into money. Commercialization of politics has taken. It depends on what you have and what you can give. But particularly the people of Central Division, they are getting to understand. I want to say this. My hands are here. I got this division at a budget of 2.12 billion. Right now, I'm leaving this division at the budget of almost 10 billion. If I wanted to steal money, I would have stolen that time. I never stole money because when I came as LC3, only I got the division at a budget of 180 million. But in 3 years when I was leaving, the offices after my terrain, I left the division at a budget of 1.2 billion. One of the factors that speed up my campaigns, even the community knew, was the issue where I improved the local revenue. Araka, you were here. This seat that I won, I was the most poorest. I was the most poorest candidate. I didn't have money. The government descended to me money for projects, the youth livelihood, the women fund. I never brought my relatives. I never brought my own people to benefit. I gave it to the community. It was the community that went and spoke about me. You get the point? So I never stole their money. And even this office that I am here, I depend on my allowance and my salary. My salary as a mayor is 930. That is my salary, 930. If you will see me driving V8, you must doubt me. The allowance the government gives me, fuel, accommodation, airtime, adds up to 1.3. That's the money I get. If you see me driving V8 here, let anybody come and declare his salary. They have declared mine. Let them come and declare. I earn 930. My salary has just come. It is here. I will show you. Accommodation, the council gives me airtime, the council gives me fuel to do works. They add up to 1.4. That is what I depend. But don't you think from this local revenue that we have pushed from 2 point something, we are reaching to 10 billion to 7 billion, I will have stolen? If I steal, the community will know. And the community knows I am poor, but they will still trust me with their votes. And that is one of the reasons why they trusted me. And this is one of the gospel we must preach, because we have effect of buying these votes. These people will go once, they will not come. They will not check the issues of the community. They will not go and speak about the reality. They will go and do their own things because they knew they bought their votes. So my people are there, they know what I did for them. At the right time, they will make the decision. If they feel I have not worked for them, they will make that decision. If they felt the mayor did it the best, I am telling you, they will give me that vote. Because in the ballot paper, you are not going for somebody. That's why I don't want to speak about any candidate. I will not abuse any candidate. I'll only put my issues. I'll only put my issues. So the issue, it is our role. Even you, media, you must play that role of telling the community that it is not money for politics. It is politics for issues. Because trusting you, if you trust me with your one vote, you have trusted me with your education issues. You have trusted me with the water issues. You have trusted me with the road issues. You have trusted me with it for 5 years. So if I give you 50,000 or 20,000, I will disappear for 5 years. You know that you will have the challenges of the roads for 5 years. You know that you will have the challenge of issues to do with the health center for this number of years. So it is upon the community. But for us, we are preaching that. And me, I will not steal. I will not go and steal to come and buy the votes. No. For us, my faith, in my faith, I better eat Araka your money. Joseph, I better eat your money than eat in the community. I can go and ask for forgiveness from you. But from the community, I will not go. From the community. How many people in Central Division, if I misappropriate their funds, the issues to do with the health center, like just there was money given to me, I took decision to build a doctor's house. Now, the doctor does not now come from a very far distance. He can operate at night. In the morning, at night, the doctor is there. If there is an emergency, they run to the doctor's home. Assuming I had eaten that money for building doctor's house, how many people, how many poor women will I have affected? And that came as a result because the community trusted me without money. They trusted me without money. And that is why I'm giving back to them. So indeed it is a challenge, but I much believe the community is there. Also, you are here. You go and mobilize for me. If you see there is a substance in me, you go and mobilize money so that I'm able to go and also give back. We must fight this politics of money versus issues. We don't need the reality. That's why you see even in villages, we have a challenge. People are not now doing work. because we are just filling their mind with 500 shillings. So it is a reality, but it's equal also. We will play the science. The sympathizers like Ariakas are there. They will look at the mayor that we needed not to lose this man. We needed to talk to the community. Not necessarily to give me money.
There's a member of parliament who says he's going to give 200 million to the voters after 5 years. If you divided this by the number, about 50,000 adults in Central Division, this would come to 4,000 shillings for 4 years and 800 shillings every year. Does this add up to the value of a human head?
That's why I'm trying to say it is upon the voters and it is upon us to go and sensitize. Because every year you are getting 800 shillings. Really, has that got a positive impact on you? Why don't this person concentrate just on service delivery? That's the way I've told you. We got some money from DDEG. We put a doctor's house for him to be nearer. How many people do you think have benefited? Vis-a-vis money politics. Vis-a-vis money politics. If I was to be somebody who had bribed the voters, I would know that I lost money. I needed to confuse this project. We can just put there a boys' quarter and we swindle the rest. But this one was not there because the community trusted me. And for me, I have never made a promise. I don't know if it was me who made the promise, but for me, I've never made a promise. I don't want to speak about somebody's promise. But these campaigns, these votings that we are going for is a vote of issues. People have got the experience. If in a year what the 200 means 800 shillings versus issues versus service delivery, let the community understand that. But I want to say that the people of Central Division have offered myself. I believe I can be the best member of parliament. I have been here. My brother, I don't have a V8. My house is a boys' quarter. And I know where I got the money from. I am the only mayor among the city division mayor who rides on a motorcycle. Because I want to try at least 90% I must have generated. I must be genuine. I ride a motorcycle. The council bought me a motorcycle I'm riding. As a city division mayor, that has a budget of 10 billion. That means Arua City, I am running Arua City because 5 billion I give to Arua City. The amount, the tonnage of garbage that I generate daily in the Central Division, you relate that to fuel, relate that to wear and tear, needed me not to have V8 to drive. Needed me not to have V8 to drive. And that's why I'm here on a motorcycle. So I believe the right time has come, and I can make the best leadership for people of Arua Central Division. I mean,